Hey guys, Reno here. Welcome back to Banger Racing here on BeamNG Drive on the Road Atlanta circuit. Back again for another race today, and we're going back around the actual route for the Road Atlanta circuit, so everything goes back the normal way around. Got quite a few new cars for today, and up front is one of them. It is the awful version of the Barstow. Not quite sure why it's the awful. I mean, the paint job is pretty shocking. It looks like it's been left outside for 50 years, but it's got very soft suspension, so it should deal with the curbing okay. In second place is another new car. It is the Legrand Butterfly Turbo Tech Concept. I mean, it looks very square, very concept-y anyway. It's got some pretty good low gear acceleration though. Then in P3, if you remember back from the last episode, this car didn't actually finish the race. But it's front-wheel drive, so for front-wheel brakes, that's it out. This thing made it 3/4 of the way around a lap, overheating drastically on one wheel, which shouldn't have been working, so this thing, it gets another chance. That thing impressed me that much, it deserved to be in the next round anyway. Then in fourth place, you'd never lose this thing, would you? It is a Power Glow version of the Bolide 390 GTR Group 4. It looks like a highlighter. At the back, in the car that needs to win coloured purple, it is the 200BX Rocket Bunny V2 with a 4-litre V8, because the actual car engine this thing spawns with, the 2-litre i4, there's nowhere near that thing. I think this thing would be the second place car if it had that engine still. So now I will slow everything down and get everything now put onto random. Because this is all based on the AI. Every car spawns with a risk factor of 0.3. I hold it down to get it close to 0.69 as I can, because, well, one, nice, and two, it adds a little bit more random to the series. I want things to maybe fly off the road if they can't get stopped in time. It's the fastest car at the back, the slowest car at the front. If the car that needs to win doesn't, it will be out, along with any cars that don't finish. If all cars finish, the car in last place will be out, unless the car that needs to win doesn't, then the one in last place gets a lifeline. And everything seems to have got going. Now, the back two start way farther back, because they are so much quicker than these three up in front, so I've made it so that everything should meet towards the braking zone just after the corner coming up. It's all about track position, trying to hold on to whatever places you can. Now, something's already fallen off. I didn't quite see what it was, but I don't think it's anything important. And I wonder, these three now need to try and get away as much as they can, because the Bolide is coming, and you definitely won't lose it in the dark. And then taking a little bit of a while to get going. I did do a test run and everything did meet in time, but these being AI, they do sort of do whatever they want when they want. And now they've all got to survive 2 laps. Well, they've got to try and survive 2 laps here on the Road Atlanta circuit, finishing with a custom start finish line, which is where that curbing starts and ends where this car, the Barstow, started at the intro. Now down into turn 1, this thing has the highest risk factor for this round, and the brakes will be an issue on this thing if it gets pushed. He's trying to have to slow down with the force for all the other cars behind it as well, but it makes it around the corner, does it? Oh, how did the tyre not come off the rim there? How slow that was, how much he was trying to leave, but oh, finally waiting there, the Barstow there, almost got sent round by the Legrand. And the Legrand always has a special place to me, because the Legrand was one of the very first cars I ever used in this series. So yeah, Legrand, it always has a place in this series. And now this is where all the pushing and shoving was. Oh, it was the grill that came off this thing. That's what the little thing I saw come off earlier on was. And now is it getting pushed along there by the Bolide behind? And now we've got 2 front-wheel drive cars in between 2 rear-wheel drive cars. And I don't quite know. I think it's rear-wheel drive actually, the 200BX at the back. If any debris starts getting in the way or wheels start really hampering cars, I will remove them if I can and if I need to. And it's going to be quite a shove. I'm going to slow that down now. Oh, look at that damage straight to the back of the Barstow and the front of the Legrand. But it manages to hold it. I think something has to get sent around now into this next corner. There's no way the Barstow is going to get itself stopped. It's going to go lay on the brakes. It's trying to pull itself away now. Trying to throw itself into the corner. And it actually holds it. Damn, I wasn't ready for that. I actually hold it around the corner. As everything definitely has some sort of damage now. I think the most damaged car so far is the Wendover, which is struggling in the lower gears. It is losing ground to the two in front of it, which is concerning because it's the third fastest car. It shouldn't be losing ground at any point unless it has some sort of obvious damage. So we've got a lap and a half left to go, and every single car is... Wait, let me slow that down. As I say, every single car is in the same position. It looks like the Barstow is about to get sent round, is it? It is going to get pitted round there now by the Legrand. Now, is it going to come back onto the racing line? It doesn't look like it. So that's the fastest, that's the slowest car now sent out of the way and straight down to the back and into the wall. It avoids hitting the wheel though. So it should be able to recover. But if he stays in last place, it's still going to go through at the moment because the car that needs to win is currently sending around the car in 4th place. Let me slow that down. Let me now get back on board with that. And now, can he do anything to try and come back at it? No, that gets sent around. That is a perfect pit maneuver to get rid of the car in front. And they're going to, oh, real time hits the wheels. You hear the wall side on is the way you kind of want to have a crash. If you're going to have a crash, but you don't want the wheels sticking out. I think this thing is stuck. So now I will put it on disable because I do recover cars if and when I need to. I just have to hope I don't miss out any action. So let me just have another quick flip back through. Looks like everything else is going okay. I might need to recover the bowline at some point. Not quite sure about that yet. But let's get the Barstow back on the road. The slowest car here, which it just needs to survive. And as things stand, it will continue to be in the next round. But now back up front. We still got the Grundle leading the way in his first event under being the butterfly concept. And I am concerned about with the bowline. Is the bowline stuck? It's not moving, so I'll put that now then onto disabled and try and get this thing going. Give me back control. Put the power down. Okay, it does still work. And that's going to rejoin in last place, but again, as things stand, doesn't matter. But it's not going to want to stay in last place in case the 200BX somehow manages to take the lead. Because now we'll put the car in last place if everything finishes out to the next round. And now this is well where the showing starts. We've got 1 lap to go. It is by far the quickest car here in acceleration and in outright straight line speed. But now the Legrand's money is unknown, as we've never raced this thing before. I don't know how it's going to fare. Nothing's overheating yet. I don't know how the brakes are going to fare though. I think the Wendover brakes do overheat if it takes enough pressure, so might be able to get pushed all the way down into the brake zone. And being front wheel drive, it just needs to get a little bit loose on the rear for it to easily get sent round because it hasn't got the power there to try and control it. As we come around now to start the second lap, so once the cars cross the end of this curb here, that is my essentially start finish line. And that was the battle for 4th place. The battle for 4th place is not continuing as of yet. The Bowlight, it's now got some aggressive spikes in front of it, so that might take out a tyre if you can get close enough. As more things start falling off all the other cars, I think the lights have started falling off the Wendover. The car in front place doesn't actually have any lights to start with, so it's not going to lose any of that. There's not going to be any little bits of shards of glass on the circuit, which I don't know if it is that sophisticated to have shards of glass. Although there's quite a bit of a dent, and it's going to get sent round, is it? It's going round. Let me get that slowed down now. 4 times slower, and is the Wendover going round with it? It isn't, so now, oh, that's going to be a hard hit into the wall. It's going to be a hard hit. It's going to hit the front wheel, and oh, it just manages to, oh, that was a hit on the rear wheel, though. I think it got the front wheel turned in time. Maybe not. That wheel is flapping. I will remove it if I need to, but I only remove wheels if I need to. So now the Wendover, the car I gave a lifeline to, now leads the way. And if you can hold this place, you'll knock out the car that is currently pushing it along, but then it becomes the car that needs to win the next round. And this is the thing, this is why the slower cars get track position. It means the faster ones have to work, and now they're both going, where are they going? They both just went straight off the road. This is a new tactic. Not seen that before. I don't think it's quite worked out though. Is everything going the right way? How is the I'm gonna have to remove that wheel. So I'll get it turned down to 100 times slower, and I have to hope the thing is in front wheel drive. Right, that's the wheel gone. That's the half shaft. It might be 4-wheel. If it's a half shaft, it might be 4-wheel drive. It's still going at speed. The rear axle is dislodged. That isn't great, but it is what's happening right now. Is it stuck? It is stuck. Okay, so now, random, let me put it now onto disabled, and try and back it out of the gravel trap. Because it will, I can back it out. It won't do it itself. Looks like we're going to have a new car joining this gravel trap pretty soon, though. I'm just slamming it in reverse right now, and hang on. There's another crash about to happen, as the Wendover tries to rejoin. So now the Legrand takes the lead. Let me just get back into reversing this thing back onto the road. Whilst it still works. It is overheating now. I did give it a drag oil cooler to give it some speed to get going again. So now we put that now back I'll put it here disable, but I'll put it back onto random. I'll put things back onto the slower speed and remove the front bumper because now that's I might as well remove it now whilst it's not going anywhere because that is just going to cause issues at some point anyway. Now let's get things now back up to full speed. Is it going to get going? Is it going to get going again? It is. But you're losing it. It's going to get sent back, straight back off the road again. Everything's happening on this second lap. The Barstow is having issues. The Wendover's having issues. There's more contact. And now here comes the Bolide. Let me get things slowed back down again. I've not seen this chaos in a long time in this series. Again, there's quite a gap between each episode, but still. Oh, I accidentally recovered the vehicle. That is an issue. Are they now stuck together? Not quite. Well, I mean, I kind of fat-fingered the controls there. But I don't think that's going to make any difference to how the car was doing, though, in the first place. So, it got an accidental refix, but that happens sometimes. And now, back down in last place is the car that needs to win, which, very unorthodox tactically, tried to take out the car in front of it, but went too late on the brakes itself, and took itself out. So if every car finishes, the car in last place will be the one that's out. And it'll be the car that went into this round, needed to win, and the most mutilated car in this round is somehow leading. How has that happened? How is this thing surviving? You can see, the rear axle is completely dislodged. Well, it might just be the side of the car was pushed in a bit, but that wheel shouldn't be sticking out that much anyway. So something with the rear axle is not happy. Is this thing going to make it... does it even have an interior? Is the next question. It does. The temperature gauge... I can't tell which one it is, but okay, it is a little bit deep fried in here. There's no steering wheel. Hopefully that's not needed. Oh, for an AI controlling the car, yeah, you don't need a steering wheel. It's still going to take for the... Oh, don't do that, don't do that, don't batter the engine over. It's taking out the other front wheel. Oh, it shouldn't have done that. It tried it over the curb. It just should have avoided it. It should have just avoided the curb, and it'd been fine. For now, the Wendover retakes the lead. Oh my god, everything is happening in this round. This thing is spattered as hell. I gave it another chance, and it just took the brass ring and just ran with it today. So now then, back up into second place. Now is the Bolide. And back onto the podium. Where's that up? When did it get past? No, it hasn't got past. Okay, it's in the front. Okay, I didn't quite see this car there. So now the Barstow's back into second place. The Legrand, I had such high hopes for this thing, but it's taken itself out. It shouldn't have gone for the curbing. That one wheel was the only thing holding it together. Literally, this thing was being held together by thoughts and prayers, to be honest. So now then, the Wendover leading the way. The third fastest car is not going to get caught by the Barstow. Although with the damage it's got, maybe? Maybe. But the wheels all look to be pointing in the right direction, but that doesn't mean anything. The AIs do kind of do what they want, when they want anyway. But for what matters, I'm pretty sure everything's okay. Do the other lights still work? No, the lights on the front are gone. The lights on the back are very much smashed in. And I think it's all over now for the 200BX. It's not going down without a fight though. It's still going to try and push its way through, doing everything it needs to, but taking itself off the road, trying some unorthodox tactics it didn't need to do. I think it's just took out its free, it's taken out its own wheel. That really didn't work out for it all too well. Still working out better though than what it did for the LeBron. And now, is it even going to get stopped for this next corner? It should have no issue turning right. That's the only thing that wheel does now, is turn right. And now then, round the final corner, coming over to the finish line, the car I gave a lifeline to, and the car that absolutely deserves it no more than any other. And coming up to the line now to win is the Wendover, and will be the new car to look for in the next round to keep winning. And this thing will be in that really nice purple from the next round. Let's put that now onto stopping. Let's get back on board now with the second place car, which is the awful, the Barstow. But his performance has been nothing. They definitely couldn't say that. It's been an awful performance today. It's going to come across now over the line, and it's going to be doing 48 miles an hour, which for a first place car is genuinely really good. Let's put that now then onto stopping. Get on board then with the Bolide, which is going to be next over the line. And let's put that back now. Then let's put that onto stopping as well. Let's switch back around so the game realizes what I'm doing. And now that comes across the line in P3. And, well, there's going to be a little bit of a gap, so let's see if any end chaos ensues between these cars. There might be a little bit of contact there between the end. No, everything pulls off. And talking of pulling off, I think that's what the BX has just done straight off the road. No, it's still making it. I'm not removing that wheel. It did this to itself. It's out of the next round anyway. It doesn't matter at this point. It's going to get across the line. So the thing is still going mighty fast, considering one of the wheels isn't actually doing what it should be. Now let's put that now there onto stopping. Is there going to be any end contact? Yes, there is. Another massive hit on the bow line. So it's not happy with the bow line, but it's his own fault. It went straight off the road anyway. So 4 cars making it round. So for the next round, there'll be a new last place car and a new second place car. And the one to watch out for will be the third place car, the Wendover. So if you enjoyed this episode of Banger Racing, then please leave a like on the video, leave a comment below, subscribe if you're new, hit notification bell so you don't miss any future videos, which will be on a Monday and Friday definitely, Wednesdays if I can. I do work full time, so I can't guarantee 3 videos a week every week, but I do try. Select Saturdays, Formula 1 and Formula 2, and when it's not, about every month or so, will be the WWE 2K20 pay-per-view events. With the in-between Raw SmackDown matches results being posted on my Twitter and Instagram, so definitely give me a follow on there as well. So you don't miss out on that, so the Raw, so the WWE videos make a bit more sense about what's happening and why and who's in it and all that. As well as general updates, if I need to make any updates and announcements about when videos are released. As well as on Instagram, if you like Pokemon cards, which I do. I mean, I've got my own Pokemon series as well, so that should be pretty obvious. Then, yeah, I've been collecting for over 10 years now. I've got about 4,000 cards or so in my collection. And some sealed products as well, like booster boxes, sealed pack collection as well. So yeah, if you want to see updates to that, then give me a follow on Instagram if you are a fellow enjoyer of children's cardboard. So that's where I'm going to leave things for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all, and hopefully things are as chaotic, if not more chaotic than this, in the next episode. So I'll see you all next time.